are in the new year, then you have to take your well-being and your wellness very seriously. And that's what we're here to tell you about in 2021. Happy New Year to you. This is Wellness and Living. There's a Chinese proverb that says, he who takes medicine and neglects his diet wastes the skill of doctors. Wow, that's phenomenal. It's telling us that what we eat is integral to our wellness, to our longevity. We have talked about medication, self-medication, medical checkup, longevity, wellness, well-being. We've talked about all of that in 2020. But towards the end of the year, so many things happened. Some people took ill, some people took ill and recovered, some took ill and did not. What are you going to be doing differently with regard to your wellness and your well-being? My name is Thelma Obaza. One thing I'll tell you is get a medical checkup as soon as possible. Know what you eat and eat it right, eat it healthy. And that's why I've placed an order for very healthy meals. And we're taking off with some juice. Wouldn't you like to see that? Stay with us on the program. We'll be talking about exercise, longevity, a healthy diet. And of course, we'll do this together in the course of the program. You just got to stay with us.
Meditation is a period when you calm yourself down. It's more like your leisure time when you're not doing anything. It's not where you can relax yourself, probably hanging out, you go to the gym, or just you alone. Or
every day, as soon as I return back to to my house, I relax after the meal, and I go to bed.
If I want to relax, at least sometimes I may go to my house and relax. I can go somewhere in a joint and relax, and actually I can get to bed also and get relaxation.
I don't think I have the time to relax, but sometimes I relax Sundays after service. Before I attend any meeting, I take 2 hours sleep. I think that is the only time I have for me to relax.
People that they used to stress themselves too much, my advice to them is that they should not look after money. Because of money they cannot relax, and after all they will have stress in their body, so we need much nutrients in our body. So without that relaxation, the nutrients cannot function and your cells membranes will block, and after all you look so tired.
If you have the opportunity, please, it's all about engaging yourselves, doing this or that. Hustling definitely will come to an end one day, but creating time for yourself, you do yourself a lot of good.
They just have to take it easy because this life does not have duplicates. It's only ones we have, and we have to take it easy. Irrespective of whatever the situation, the country, the economy, whatever one is facing in life, just calm down. Everything will fizzle out. It's a matter of time.
If in 2020 you were not particular about your health, now was the time to start to do so. And if you were particular about your health in 2020, in 2021, this is the time to do more. Get a medical checkup. Do not self-medicate. Be a part of your longevity journey. Exercise. Eat healthy. No processed foods or very little. Eat natural. Eat fresh. Eat right. Golf is a club and ball sport in which players use various clubs to hit balls into a series of holes on a course in as few strokes as possible.
Golf is a game of life, and golf is also a game of exposure, opportunities, and determination. The patience you achieve discipline. Golf gives you all the integrity you need and exposure in life. So I also urge the young youths coming up who wants to play golf. Playing golf to a professional level is a good determination in life. It's a good step to take.
The fact that I play golf regularly 2 or 3 times a week gives me the quality of exercise that goes with my energy, my body, a form of mental relaxation.
Golf has varied terrain, which culminate in 18 holes of play with an arranged progression, although recreational courses can be smaller, often having 9 holes.
The COVID thing is a major source of worry. See my mask, I don't joke with it, and I stay away from crowds and avoid events that are super spreaders and things like that. So I will go into the new year by the grace of God with a lot of precaution, care and attention to COVID, continue to do exercise and continue to be prayerful to God to protect all of us and give us good health.
It is played by any number of people, although a typical group could have 1 to 4 people playing the round. When the initial shot on a hole is intended to move the ball a long distance, typically it's more than 225 yards. The shot is commonly called a drive and made with a long-shafted, large-headed wood club called a driver. There are different clubs used at different holes and different levels of the game. The equipment for the game of golf are balls, clubs, and tees.
I'm very careful about what I eat. I try to eat a lot of fruits. I drink green tea and minimize starch, very common in our Nigerian meals. I eat very little meat. Even if I do eat meat, it's mainly chicken or fish. That's what I like. And after 9 p.m., I don't eat at all. So I must feel anything. I drink a cup of tea before I go to bed. My advice is that nobody should play with medical checkup. Make it a regular thing. For me, every 3 months, maximum 6 months, I go for a thorough medical check.
A game of golf is a round. You must tee your ball within a club's length of the hole. The teeing ground is the starting place for the hole to be played. There are 14 clubs in all, although the usual standard is 12. Men and women play golf. Peter Graham says that poisons and medicines are often made from the same substance but given with a different intent. That means you can take stuff that can be poisonous to your body and by association your health, and it will impact you negatively. Even sometimes you are taking the right thing in the wrong quantity, prepared the wrong way at the wrong time. In 2021, your focus should be to be in your best health possible. We made it. Why this year? Not just to surmount and survive, but to succeed. And the fastest way to succeed is to take off in the best health possible. Now remember this. If you did not take your food as medicine now, someday, sometime, you'll be taking your medicine as food. How often do you relax? You've been telling us about relaxation, but do you know it's integral to longevity, to improving your life's quality? If you do nothing else, take time out this year to relax, to unwind, to stretch out, learn to swim, spend time with your family and friends, unwind. Man lives a daily life of hustle and bustle. He strives to eke out a living in different ways, doing different things. which involve physically hard and mentally tasking laborious efforts. After all, there's no food for a lazy man or woman for that matter. That said, we can work all day, all week, all year round. Every now and again, a break is needed, a break is required, a break is integral. Relaxation and distressing are key to productivity, to vibrancy, and longevity. In our bid to prolong our lives and sustain our livelihoods, we may abandon some good habits like a regular medical checkup. How can this impact us?
When you do your routine checkup, you don't need to self-medicate because as at that time, your doctor has placed you on a particular prescription on a particular drugs and the dosage as well. So you know what you're doing. And even if at some point you feel like, oh, this drug is no more working, it's no more doing the work it's supposed to do, you call your doctor and they'll tell you, you come in to the hospital and then it's either we look at your drugs, either we change it or we increase the dosage or we reduce it. It depends on how you feel. So it's very important to do your routine checkup so that we can know if you're responding to treatment or you're not responding to treatment.
Now, you may be too busy to go for a medical checkup. So when mild aches and pains crop up, what do? You go up to a pharmacy, I suspect. Well, here is what the medical professional says.
It's dangerous. The potential risk basically being that you can it's wrong for you to go over the counter to get some drugs whereby at the end of the day that drug is not completely treating what you're looking for. You know, most people, for instance, they say they have stomach pain, for instance. They feel, okay, maybe it's typhoid because they are used to the general saying, if you feel stomach upset, you can take some antibiotics for typhoid. Whereas sometimes it might just be an epigastric pain where it might be an ulcer where you have to go to the hospital to run some checkup, to do some checkup, and then your doctor runs some blood tests or blood work for you and we'll get to know the result. So it's quite harmful to self-medicate yourself because most times there might be a dangerous drug interaction. You might be taking a particular drug mixed with another one. For instance, people that have a heart problem and they are also ulcer patients, you can't give them vasopressor, for instance. You need to give them clopidogrel. But sometimes people say, oh, you have this, so just take your vasopressor. Meanwhile, you have ulcer, so it's going to trigger the ulcer. Painkillers are quite, dangerous when you overdose yourself. If you overdose, you can have liver cirrhosis. You can have some liver problems as well. So it's not advisable at all to overdose yourself on painkillers. Most people feel they can't sleep without taking the painkillers. So you're actually making yourself, you're worsening the situation at the long run, whereby you can as well go to the doctor and the doctor does a routine checkup on you to find out what is the cause of your sleepless nights. Why you're not sleeping well and all of that. So we can find that out and know the right drugs that we should place you on. Because what if you have some underlying issues, and we need to know what drugs is good for that particular issue. It's not the same drug we use for another person that has a headache without any underlying issue that we use for you. So that's why it's advisable to always go to the hospital. You need to see your doctor. You need to run your routine checkup at least once a year or twice a year. It's advisable to do your routine checkup.
It is good that we all relax. It is important for our young ones. It is important for the adults at every stage in our lives. Whatever we do to unwind and relax and create fun is in our best healthy interest. Sometimes when we're on holidays, some families can travel. But even when you cannot travel, even when you are in a familiar location, there are many things you can do. Create fun and games for the young one. The adults can go for brisk walks. The adults can spend time at home, cracking jokes, creating their own fun. You can go out and hang out with friends. You can swim. You can play basketball. Just find time to do something that is not work for you. You can even read books and watch movies.
Most people feel healthcare is just about the medication. We advise on lifestyle management as well. So your diet, your lifestyle management is also important. It works hand in hand. The drugs can't just do the work. You have to also, reverse. Like you have to look at your lifestyle management. How are you doing? What are you eating? Is it healthy? You're exercising. Are you exercising well? All this work hand in hand. So it's just a combined effort. Sometimes you need the supplement as well just to add. You might not get enough vitamins or enough whatever the vitamins, what it contains in your food, the quantity you're supposed to take. So that's why you're using the supplement to just boost whatever you have. Not like you can't live without supplements. You can live without supplements, but the supplements is to help you boost whatever you have, the vitamins, the normal, the daily vitamins you're taking in your life. That's what the supplement is for.
Whatever you do, take time to relax, unwind, and have fun with family and with friends. Welcome. 2021 is going to be a fantastic year for everyone, especially if we make a conscious decision that it should be so. It's exciting to be in this year, and I'm sure you have many goals, many aspirations, many plans. One of which I'm sure is to spend more time with family and friends. But to do that and to enjoy doing it is to be in the best health possible, wouldn't you say? That means you must get a medical checkup. Don't wait till you are ill. Don't wait till you're down. Don't wait till you are carried to the hospital. Find time. Make an appointment with a medical professional. Get yourself tested. Do a checkup just to know how you're doing. That way, you are really set for the great year. Getting my chicken and chips on the grill, Going to have a good time with my friends and my family. What about you? Find time to have fun, okay? It's part of life. It's not work, work, work all the time. Let's talk to Dr. Wada about longevity, about improving our life's quality, about small steps we can take that can have a great impact on our health and by association, our productivity. You can share them with your family and friends. But first up, he's going to be relaxing and distressing with friends as he takes us through a round of golf. I'm sure you'd love to watch it. And then we get a chat.
There's something unique about Nigerians. At a point, we were said to be the happiest people on earth. It goes with wellness and health and vitality. To maintain that kind of status, it is important to pace ourselves at work. Nigerians work, but they don't build holidays and sports and things into their life. I'm guilty, but I'm coming out of it, so many of us can come out of it. You need a certain amount of exercise per week, if you like, per day. So that plus things that make you happy, recreational activities, not just work and money and no break. So vacation, fitness, wellness, whatever you say, they all constitute to the kind of vitality that makes life much more worth. Chronic killer diseases, they find you a prey. High blood pressure, you hear. Sugar issues, because whatever you take in, you keep it, and the system can't cope with it. So it breaks down, especially if you have genetic predisposition. So issues of obesity and diabetes, which knock off your kidneys, you can't see very well, you're not vital, you're not happy, you don't also have a long life. Those are issues that not living an active life, a happy life, bring upon you. You become a victim too easily. If you're active, whatever you consume, you burn. If you're inactive, even if you consume very little, you keep. Apart from that, there are energy foods like starch, rice, semovita, yam. Those are hardened energy, immediate release energy foods. fit for our old lifestyle of work, slavery, colonialism. And you needed immediate energy. If you look at the other side, the master's dish, you hear fish and, steak and egg and, but in here you say eba and. So we put starch first before the proteins. I'm advocating that we are no longer those hard workers who must serve others. We are now able to say, give me some fish-based food, not semovita with fish, small fish, you get it? So protein is the key of life. Starch, carbohydrates, they are the energy of life. So quality life means focusing on proteinaceous foods, vegetables, fish, some meat, things like that, over and beyond the big bowl of eba and all that. You must sleep well. You must try to avoid stress. You must break stress. Living is stress, don't get me wrong. But you must find a hibernation away from it to allow you to recover before you subject to it again. Continuous stress, lack of sleep, poor patterns of eating habits, they all juggle your system and they don't know whether they're coming or going, so you never get the best out of life. You are what you eat, and then add, you are how you eat it. Your life is in your hands. You have predispositions. Maybe you look at your history, you look at your lifestyle, you look at the health facilities that are available to you. You talk of preventive health. You talk of screening for health, which we are not very good at as a nation. It's only when we are sick that we go to the hospital. That's wrong. Every other civilization says, am I all right? Do I have any hypertension? Do I have tendency to breast cancer or prostate or anything else? People at both certain ages, say if you cut it off that we are to live for 70 years, even remember 35, half-life. Say everything was beautiful from the first half. The second half is now a time where diseases come, they want to come into you and capture you and take you back to your Lord. The climes where people live to be 80 and above, in general, say, what is the average life expectancy in Sweden? And you hear it's over 80 years. But you ask, what is the average life expectancy in Nigeria or in Africa? Say, you're looking down south for 50. You are not even sure when you say the 50 years. So there's a 30-year gap of life. What are they doing that we are not doing? I think that should be the question. So it's diet, it's paced work. It's not slave work. Slave work does not give you 90 years on earth. So you must train yourself to say work time, rest time. Diet time, quality diet, I just said protein plus. So I don't want to hear rice and stew. I want to hear fish and rice or something like that. So we do that. We also need to avoid other stresses. And what do I mean by stress? A lot of it is also bad blood. Because the economy is tight, you want to pull the next person down. You are expending negative energy that can affect your own health and life quality. Near 35 or about that and that age and even beyond, preventive health is the issue. Go for checkup. Get diseases early and squeeze them out of your system instead of waiting until you have a symptom and then you go to the doctor. Oh, you're so bad already. Your blood pressure is so bad. Your weight gain is too bad. Your cancer is too bad. Your whatever is too bad. Let us resolve that half life means keep periodic checking, watching what you eat, being active, and being happy. Yeah. Happy New Year to all of us, and join us for golf anytime, please. That's a wonderful game that can keep you healthier for longer.
It's very easy to get 1,000 prescriptions but rather difficult to find one single lasting remedy. Another Chinese proverb, and it's all about us. We've made it to the new year. What are we going to be doing with every minute, every hour, every day, every week? Everything, every decision we make should be geared towards improving our life's quality. The important things we should imbibe are exercise, relaxation, healthy eating, quality eating. It's one thing to get the fresh foods, another thing to prepare them in creative and ingenious ways that will interest you and make it a good experience for your family. Because you have to take your family along, or wouldn't you want to do that? In this new year, we need together to succeed at it and to make the best use of every second, every minute, every hour. And it starts from the first second of the new year. Make that decision today to prolong your life with healthy living habits and a fantastic lifestyle. And of course, ensuring that we maintain all the NCDC guidelines to prevent further spread of COVID-19. We're all here for a purpose, and it behoves us to do all we can to make that purpose come to pass and have the best impact on everyone around us. If we want us to live in, let's continue our conversation on our social media handle, Wellness and Living at Nigerian Television Authority. My name is Thelma Obas. It's a wrap for now. We'll see you again sometime soon. Until then, bye-bye.